last resort. He did not like it. I'd have shot that deer. I think it's the 8 I missed last year. He's shown up on camera a few times. Freaking sucks. But it was cool getting to see him at least, so. Really nice 8-pointer. Awful skinny looking. If it is that same deer from last year. I'd actually be sitting right where that buck crossed if I could, but all the trees over there are just twigs, and I don't want to be super skylined like that. And a lot of them do eventually make it over here, but a lot of them come right out of the mouth of that holler where he went and just cross over to that other one. Just doing the best we can with what we've got to work with. I can hear 2 bucks over there fighting a little bit. Just went and checked that camera. By the time I did that, didn't really have time to hunt this afternoon because I wanted to stay and hunt till like 12 this morning, you know. So I had to drive an hour and a half to check that camera and wasn't really nothing on it. So then there ain't really no time to get anywhere else. But I'm gonna be back in the morning at the same spot I was at this morning. So we'll see. Nothing yet. I bumped a couple deer walking up the hill. It's hot as crap, so I'm not expecting much, but you never know. It's about 10:30. All I've seen is that one little yearling type buck. The weather's just got them shut down. Easy down into this creek bottom. See if we can make something happen on this nice 75-degree muggy afternoon. Just got done screwing these steps in. Get right up here in that fork. Pretty nice scrape. Right there, 10 yards. Well, I'm gonna give it another go this morning, I reckon. It's November 8th. Anything could happen. Got about a mile walk back around here on this public, loop around to the back side of my little private spot up here, and just gonna see what happens. I could have just died walking in this morning. I got about 400 or 500 yards from the truck and I realized I didn't have my harness. I thought, well, I ain't really that worried about falling, and I don't really want to go get it, get all sweaty. Then I thought, you know, my boat rope's in there, I need that, so I went back and got it. And so, walk about, you know, maybe a mile back to this spot, and I got a pin dropped on Onyx, and kind of following it in the dark, and all, and get here, climbing up the tree. And I actually didn't have a lifeline or anything, but I had my lineman's belt kind of doubles as my tether, and I had it hanging down. And I clip on it. About 5 seconds later, I grab hold of this branch, and I don't realize it in the dark, but it's dead. And for like a second, man, I was falling. You know, I was bracing myself, and As soon as that happened, I felt the belt catch and I was fine. But if I would have went back and got that harness, we'd be telling a whole different story this morning. So, thank God for that, but y'all wear them. I'm going to do better about it too. Didn't realize just a minute ago realized my quiver was on that branch. Been sitting here with only one arrow for a while, but I had to get down and get it. So anyway, it got a little bit colder this morning. It's in the 40s, so maybe something will move around. November 8th, anything could happen. It's a little after 9, but the wind started to swirl real bad. Y'all, I just come out here to put some corn out at one of my landowners, and his dad called him. He's talking to him on speaker, and they started talking about me. Then I start talking to the dude and end up getting permission at his house too. He's got like 40 acres, so probably go there and check that out here shortly. I just met this old man. Did he have 40 acres? They're selling it. He's like, but yeah, you can come hunt it till it sells or whatever. And he said, just drive your truck back there to that field and check out where they cross the creek. So I'm gonna ease back here and see what it looks like. There's a scrape. Dang. There's a scrape. Another big one up here. There's a scrape. Yeah, I'd say there's some bucks crossing this creek. Pick me a tree out, probably. Up in here somewhere. I ain't really had nothing going on in the afternoons, so I may actually just hunt here this afternoon. There's a big double tree right there overlooking these scrapes. I can kind of tuck me in behind that other one. Probably put some corn out, hang a stand right there, take me a shower and get back in here. I may end up wishing I had walked this property better, but I've only got a couple more days in Ohio. I didn't want to booger everything up. Got pulled over for doing 5 over. Ohio's great. There's 2 deer right by my stand now. Big buck. Big buck. Man. Dang it. That was a nice buck. That sucks. So bad. Man. The 2 days were literally standing under my tree, that split tree right there. That buck was over here. I didn't see him till later. I was trying to just bump them does off. If I'd have seen that buck, I could have killed him. Because they didn't see me. I kind of blew at them, thinking maybe they'd run off. If I could have seen him, I wasn't 50 yards from him. Could have just shot him. But I thought it was kind of bumped them from far off, and maybe they wouldn't blow or nothing. So that plan didn't work. You know, actually before I took a shower, I said I'm gonna sit down and chill for 15 minutes and take a little break. And that's probably what cost me. Honestly. Just wimping out for 15 minutes. And this time of year, that's all it takes. If I'd have been in here, I'd have probably killed that deer. But can't dwell on it. I have been running ragged. That's the kind of crap that makes you think, though. You gotta be a little bit tougher. But I'm gonna keep at it.
That was back. That was back. That was not a good shot. I just shot a freaking giant. I hit him back. Come in, he stared at me and stared at me, stared at me. I ain't been sitting here 10 minutes. Surprised the crap out of me. I was so nervous. Hit him back and high. Dang it. I should have waited longer. I was aiming just a smidge back because there was a freaking branch in the way, and I don't know. I ain't been here 10 minutes. I run another buck, I guess another buck, and 2 does off walking in, and just had a freaking giant 8 come in. Beautiful deer. I don't know, man. Freaking, he was huge. Let me watch the footage. Dang it. That was a really, really nice, freaking wide, heavy 8-pointer. Dang it. Dang it. The branch that was in the way, I almost broke that tree down before I left, and I didn't. I wish I would have. I just wanted a little bit of cover, which I needed because he stared at me. I got to get down and look at my arrow, I guess. From what I think I saw, best case scenario is a gut shot. Worst case is backstrap. My arrow will tell me. He didn't run off like a gut shot deer with that at all. I can just see my arrow. See what we got here. That looks like liver blood. It's already dry on there. There's blood on the ground already. Right away. I'm betting I got liver on this deer, which is not ideal. I hate it, but it is fatal. Just because I've never... Normally, if you hit a deer through the dang back straps, there ain't no blood. I mean, it'll just be like straight meat on the arrow and fat and grease. And this is... I mean, there's a easily followable blood trail on the ground, and the blood is already kind of dry on the arrow, which that's kind of a good indication of liver. And the blood's kind of dark. So I'm just going to back out and go tell this property owner that I freaking suck and I need to quit hunting. And I'm going to come back in the morning and expect to probably find this buck. Swinging by Wendy's, and there's like a big old nice buck right here in the grass right beside it. But so we watched the footage and basically determined I hit a branch, and looks like it kind of deflected my arrow, but showed several buddies and they all agreed it's probably liver. So gonna head out here now and just carry my bow and take my time and just ease along in case he is still alive, and I have to shoot him again and see if we can find this buck. Sitting here in my truck in this little field, just waiting on it to get a little bit more daylight, just in case I may have had to shoot again or something. And nice little buck walking across there. See, the rut's definitely going on. Seen 2 bucks already, but hopefully I can find one that's dead. He's seriously opened up, and he's not taking the deer trail going through here, so that's a great sign. He's hurt. Right there. Down right there. He didn't go 100 yards. Look at there. Look at there. Didn't go 100 yards. Boom. Oh, he's stiff as crap. You talk about a sleepless night. He got down in this creek, never made it to the other side. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Lord. Yes! Deer didn't go 100 yards. Huge body. I mean, huge. Big old, gnarly, heavy freaking deer. Man, what are you talking about, son? Thank you, Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whew. The body on this deer is outrageous. You want to talk about a freaking blessing? I did almost nothing. I mean, I had met this guy, and he's, you know, he had like 40 acres. He told me I could hunt, and he literally told me, he's like, they come out, most of them come out of this creek bottom and cross this field. And so I went and checked it out. There's a bunch of scrapes up there. I mean, I looked at the property on Onyx, and it's like there wasn't anything that just jumped out at me. And I was like, you know, I don't have that much time left in Ohio, so I'll just try that. I mean, if I go walk this whole property, I'm gonna booger it up. And sure enough, hung a stand, went and took a shower, came back, and had this freaking beautiful buck come in. I'd say he's got to be mature. I mean, his body's just huge, just heavy. I mean, just a really, really nice 8-pointer. I'm thrilled with him. But came in and hit that branch and knocked my shot off, but he didn't go 100 yards. I mean, he just laid out here like he never even, like he didn't bed down or nothing. He just died, you know. So I played it safe, but honestly, and I did think it was kind of weird. I didn't know this creek was here, but I did think it was kind of weird that, like, I felt like I should have been able to see him further than I could. But I guess now we know why. But man, that's awesome. This is by far been the best deer season I've ever had in my life already. And it's not so much that I am seeing more big deer, it's just that I'm making it count, like, almost every time. And I mean, I know this one was kind of a whiff, but 2 years ago, I pulled the trigger 17 times and killed 3 deer. Since then, I started doing archery coaching and did that heavily for a year, shot my bow 3 hours a day, and then I started seeing a sports psychologist this last year. And I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but man, it just seems like it's kind of starting to somewhat come together for me. I mean, like, even this deer, I was like, why did it not go right behind the shoulder? And then, you know, I realized it hit the branch. But I mean, it's just a good feeling. All I've ever wanted to do my whole life is kill big deer. And buck fever or target panic or whatever you want to call it just screwed me my whole life up to this point, I guess. And I ain't gonna say it ain't a factor now, but it's a lot more manageable, and I'm having the best season of my life. So just couldn't be any happier. I mean, this is a freaking beautiful buck. I just wish I could call my dad, but hopefully he's looking down on me and smiling, because he liked big brown tines, he liked big 8-pointers, and everything else. So I guess I'm gonna get this deer out of here. Thank you, Lord.
We won't use this tarp.
I'm finished up in Ohio. Just got done skinning the head out and skinning the deer for this old man to let me hunt, and we'll head to the great state of Kansas.